Hi, I'm Shelly Stilger, the owner of Twist Yarn Shop in Wichita, Kansas, and I'm going to show you how to catch or twist a float in knitting. So when you're knitting color work, you might have to do several stitches in a row, and what you want to avoid is to have your floats going down the back of your color work to be too long. They get snagged and they can pull out of place. And so if you're knitting more than, my usual rule of thumb is 5. If I'm knitting more than 5 stitches across in color work, then I'll pick up and I'll catch the float and continue knitting. So we're going to start out. We'll catch our float on this row about every 3 stitches. So I'm going to knit a couple stitches, and then on the stitch where I want to catch the float, I'm going to stop before I wrap my green yarn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the white yarn, and I'm just going to pull it up over my needles and out of the way. It's weird and awkward, I understand, but just kind of get it up and out of the way, because you're going to take your green yarn underneath that white yarn and knit your stitch. And here's my white yarn kind of funky out of the way. I'm going to pull it back down, and then I'll end up twisting these 2 yarns in the back of my work like so. Okay, and so then the white yarn's just going to keep traveling along as I keep knitting green. So I've twisted it, I've caught it once. I'm going to knit a couple more. And here on this 3rd stitch, if I want to catch it again, I'm going to put down my green, pick up the white from underneath, kind of pull it up and out of the way so that they kind of twist there at the back. And then I'm going to knit my green stitch, just like so. And then once I've done that, I'm going to take the white back down underneath the green, twist them like that. And then, as you can see, as I'm going along, the white's gotten caught there by the green as we go along. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time, like this. I'm going to knit a couple of green, set it down, pick up the white out of the way, pick up the green underneath the white, knit that stitch, put the white back down underneath and twist it, and then continue knitting. Now I'll do, in case you're crazy enough to be able to color work with both hands, I'm going to take, if I were knitting my color work with both hands, I'll show you how to do the twist when you've got 2 hands going. So I'll do a couple with my green, and then move the white down out of the way, do that green, and then pick my white up again. And keep going. Now if I were about out of stitches, if I were doing the opposite color, if I were knitting with my white and I wanted to twist my green, it's actually a lot easier. You can just go under here, lift that yarn up, go underneath it with the opposite hand's color, and then keep knitting like that. That's the easiest way to do it, but it just depends on which color you're floating. All right, and then if we turn it over, all of these greens where we picked up our whites, you can see where we picked it up along the way. Okay, and that's how to pick up or twist your floats as you're knitting color work. Thanks.